No, I think it's fine because I've lowered down the quality of it.
Okay,
so
start again.
Yeah, it's fine. Is it? Why isn't it saying the stream name's not? Okay, no, we go. Sorry. Hello everybody, and welcome to the STB Racing League, where today we have Tier 1 here in Imola for hopefully a lovely little race for us to witness here today in Tier 1, as Matthew is currently on pole. He has finished off his set of laps. We are now looking at BRT Jacob, as he will now start to go on his lap and see if he can beat out Matthew's lap with a 123.7. Kieran Nag goes up there into P2, obviously with a 124 dead. It is currently quite close in this battle, Maldi, my co-commentator Maldi.
Yes.
How do you feel it's going to pan out for the rest of this qualifying session?
I'm just going to check if my audio is included. Just give me one moment. Right, it's included. Okay, so basically, I've got the stream up on my phone just so we know there's no issues. What was the question, sorry?
How do you feel the rest of this qualifying session is going to pan out?
Well, we're going to find out, because Jacob is a second up, so he's probably going to go... Oh, wow. He's on for pole position here at Imola. If you put Imola GP...
Unless somebody else could... unless somebody else could overturn Matthew's lap, I think BLT Jacob might nick it here. Second up on his lap, of course. Track drying up. It's going to be easier for the drivers to put in better lap times, as around that last turn, BLT Jacob will go. Matthew enters the pit lane. A 123.7 is all he can do. Will BLT Jacob beat it out? He does, and by a very large amount now.
Yes, the track was obviously getting better in the latter stages there of the session. But Matthew, that is his best qualifying of the season, and probably his best since, like, F1. I'm not going to lie, probably his best qualified ever in the STB racing. I'm not going to lie. So it's really just given for Matthew. Death Star, new driver in for tonight as well, Pistol. He is third on the grid, putting a 23.8. But it is Jacob there with the final lap of the session. And it is him who's going to go pole position at the Imola Grand Prix. Don't know why they call it Imola GP this year, but we're going to have to run with that. Second is Matthew. Third is Death Star 081647. Then we've got some more numbers. Kieran Nag 1184 in fourth. It's really giving the numbers. Then we've got Darlo 4 in fifth. Sixth is Milan. Seventh is Callum. Eighth is Sleek. Ninth is Bird. Not great effort there from Sleek. And then 10th is going to be Bushy Pancake 93, who's going to round off the back, well, the top 10 Pistol here in Emilia-Romagna. I'm still going to call it Emilia-Romagna because, you know, it's just really sophisticated name, and it's just really just giving what needs to be gave. But yes, Pistol, it is raining again in the race. It's giving 2022 flooding. That's what it's giving for Imola. But yeah, Pistol, what can we expect then in terms of the race? Because obviously this is the first time the STB is running a wet race this season, and on the game as well. Yeah,
I mean, STB here with the wet race here in Imola, it's always going to be an entertaining one. It's always going to be, you know, quite chaotic, really.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens. Of course, into turn one, it is quite a difficult turn to overtake. Really, it's not a Bahrain where you can just send up the inside and stick your nose in, and you'll get a lot of room. Actually, if you're going to go side by side there, you're really going to lose a lot of time in that first few corners of those sequences. So drivers are going to have to be really careful of that going into turn one. Other than that, it is not a typically brilliant track for overtaking. I'd say the last two turns are probably quite favourable for an overtake or two. Other than that, you're really looking at here as you're ending off into Sector 1, just entering Sector 2. That deep left banker is probably a good section to overtake it as well. None of the chicanes should be overtaking that. If you are looking for overtakes over there, then you're pretty much begging to either get damaged or go off into a wall, basically, Maori.
Yes.
Yeah. Adding wetness to this race is going to be more dramatic. We're going to see chaos. We're going to see... well, it's really a matter of who's going to survive the most.
Pistol, we won't see chaos because chaos races in tier 3, so I don't really know what you're talking about there.
Yeah, funny.
Yeah, you can join us Wednesday, guys. I'm back on the track to fuck it up again. Etem Ulasoy currently leads the championship. Can't be with us tonight, but he leads the championship by 13 points to Bushy Pancake, who's going to start 10th on the grid. Then you've got Kieran Nag, who is an additional 11 points behind him, and he's currently 4th. So at the moment, we could well be seeing the top 3, Etem, Brushy Pancakes and Kieran, looking quite close in the championship. Then you've got Sleep Mover, Callum, Jacob. If he wins, he's going to be up there as well. And then you've got the likes of... well, yeah, it's just not really been a good season so far for Mafia. He finds himself in 15th in the championship, but he starts P2. Pistol, what can we expect from Mafia? Because he's going to be hungry for a potential podium here tonight.
Obviously, and I think Matt, he's really had a bit of a drought really in STB. He's not been to his very best that he can be. Of course, Japan was a big showing and a big opportunity for Mafia to get that opportunity to get some really good points on the board. He couldn't put his really good pace that we know he has to test here, to test there. Can he do it here? Especially considering, well, he's got disqualification, but considering the inter tyres he's put on and BLT Jacob using those wets, it's going to be very much different in terms of tyres people are using. Let's see what's going to happen here.
Who's going to win the Imola Grand Prix of season 26?
I'm going to go Kieran Nag. He's my guy for this race.
It's the first race of the European section of the season in Tier 1. It's round 5. It's Emilia Romagna. It's Imola. We're still waiting for the drivers to pull up to their grid box. Pulse there. I reckon... You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go with Tharlo 4. Tharlo's going to win this race.
We'll see. As we look to the lights. 5 red lights. Green light, go, go, go. We go racing here in the Himalayan Grand Prix. Going down towards that turn 1. STB Mafia really looking to gain coming into that turn 1. Death Star coming alongside Mafia though as we enter that turn 1. Very difficult to overtake. Down the inside, Death Star goes to Alpine. Has to leave a little bit of room for Mafia as he does cut the corner a bit there, but he was forced off that corner already, Maudi. And now 7 tenths behind Jacob.
And there's been, sorry Pistol, there's been a bit of contact down the back there. That's Dan and Side Effects getting involved. Then you got Pulse getting involved. Brushy Pancakes is having a moment. He's off the track in the gravel trap. He's had a moment down at the back there. Danny's lost a few positions off that start. He's down to 12th. And he's got Side Effects on his inside. It's all very close, bunched up in that midfield. The Burge now trying to get alongside the Williams here. He's trying to get alongside the Alpine through the Rogia. And there's been a crash. There's the Alpine has been...
Callum, Callum, round he goes. Into that gravel trap. Things you don't like to see, really. But Jacob still leading the race as Maldi has disconnected from the party. Jacob still leading here on the wets. Mafia just behind, 7 tenths behind. Of course, there's no DRS at the moment because of the wet weather. We'll have to see whether or not they can still live up to the pace. And it looks like BLT Jacob going wide. They're going into that turn 1. And now this opens the door for Mafia, really. Maybe the wets are not working out just as Jacob would have liked them to be. As we go down towards turn 1. BLT Jacob with the fastest lap of the Grand Prix so far. 31 dead as we enter turn 1. But I don't think Mafia has the straight line speed to get himself there. And here we are then. To the right hand side, to the left. Mafia goes, looks like Danzia, or Danzi, I don't know, inside of the pit lane. Fortunately for him, not been a great showing for him today, as he enters the pit lane there on the inters. BLT Jacob, of course, still leading the Grand Prix. Mafia just behind. He's not lost any positions, luckily for him so far. We'll see if he can keep up this pace and charge after BLT Jacob as he's going into that left-hander. And this is the really technical bit of the circuit right now. This is where you probably gain your most time out of all the sections here on track. Looks like Brushy Pancakes going wide there into that turn, clipping the grass, and Side Effects will say thank you very much. I'll come through for the position there. The Williams up into P12 as BLT Jacob going into the chicane. You've got to be careful in this chicane, because if you do not be careful, you're going to get a penalty, and it could ruin your race. Mafia, though, he's just hanging on by a thread, really, to cling on to Jacob. He's within a second still, but he's really, really going to have to push to meet up to BLT Jacob's pace, because this is looking so far to be a very comfortable race for BLT Jacob. As he sets another fastest lap. Marty, are you able to join
Pistol,
me?
are you able to hear me?
I'm able to hear you, yes, mate. Tharlo though going into turn 1 there, he'll onto the straight, side by side with Kieran 9 as they enter turn 1 into the chicane, round the outside and inside Tharlo goes. Is he able to get the grip, the move done, and does it, even though someone's cut the track just ahead there. It looks like Milan and Bird are really going at it, and the Bird has been shoved off into the gravel trap. He's down into P8, as further up ahead it's still Tharlo and Kieran 9.
Sorry Pistol, sorry to cut you off. Sorry to cut you off Pistol, just one thing. Could you turn down the game volume on the stream just slightly, because it's quite high?
Okay. There we go.
And I'll just go through the action. But yeah, Mafio.
On the inside there. And, yeah, sorry, Marty, what were you going to say about Mafio, sorry?
Yeah, just the game sound was really loud. But Jacob's made a bit of a mistake there on the exit, and Mafio going to try and capitalise on that. He's in none currently, so he's saving a lot of that ERS. Try and get himself back up to Jacob.
Yes, he's gonna have to use that ERS quite a lot because I mean, you know, he really needs to use something to get at him here. He's got 76%, of course. Overtake mode here for BLT Jacob, and it looks like Death Star is not far behind in this. Of course, we are highlighting Mafio and the fact he's been able to hang on to BLT Jacob here, but we are not highlighting Death Star. He is behind this. Yes, he's on 14% ERS, but he still has a chance at this race nowadays, and he still has a chance for a win here. Yeah,
I said Tharlo was going to win this race, but he ain't doing very good, is he? P4, gap is 2.3. Kieran needs to hurry up as well if he wants to try and gain some points on Rusty Pancakes, who's currently in P12. So it's really just about getting as many points as possible for the championship. And there's I'm about to say Alpha Tauri then. There's a Toro Rosso going across the track there. That's not very good, but it is Mafia. He's had a great sector pistol.
Yes, and he's catching up, sorry, to BLT Jacob. He's using a little bit of a wide line here. He's really putting in the races, Maldi, and he's looking good at this Grand Prix. Could we witness Matthew's,
touch wood,
Matthew, which we have not seen in a while? I think right now in this situation, if he's not able to win this race, it's to his own fault, and I think if he is not going to win this race, it's just to a mistake or two. To him not winning the race, man. He has to capitalise on the opportunity.
Yeah, Pistol, he's definitely on the better tyre, though, because obviously the track is going to get better as the race goes on, and the intermediates are going to be the tyres to be on.
And it shows it there, because BLT Jacob has had a massive slide going into the last two turns. They're the Imola circuit, as they enter going into the DRS straight. And here we are.
This could be it, Pistol!
Purely ERS. Yes, it could. As going down towards turn 1, Matt's used a bit of ERS, but he's not looking for an overtake. Yeah, are we seeing a more tactical side to this race?
Well, to be fair, Pistol, I'm not going to lie to you, Jacob is actually below 15% when he gets down to turn 1. Matt is on 70 now, so he's really putting in the
work.
The work, yes, and also he's changing ERS modes quite frequently as well. He's gone to medium, he's gone non. He's very good in that first sector. Jacob was quite strong in the second, as Pulse has made a mistake. He's gone off the track.
I think the main thing to watch though right now is this battle for P1. This.
Yeah.
I mean, some people who haven't watched the league quite a lot while will not realise how big this is to Mafio, because Mafio has not been able to get a win in ages in STB, and he's been in STB for quite a while. If he is to get a win tonight, it would be absolutely fantastic. Let alone, actually, never mind a win, just a podium.
I do know though,
absolutely fantastic.
Pistol, so I do know that Matt does quite like Imola. He put in a lot of practice for this race, so he's prepared a lot. He's probably gone through the ERS modes, he's gone through a lot of setup changes, you know, he's gone through the coordinates of the first corner. He knows what he needs to do.
Through BLT Jacob going into turn 1, Marty, so to cut you off.
Here we go, this could be it for
ERS.
for the Imola Grand Prix. Oh my fucking god, he leads! Oh my god!
Mafio leading the Grand Prix. When is the last time that we said that, Maldi? Mafio is winning a Grand Prix, but now just needs to make sure he's clean and tidy as Milan retires from the session into the pit lane, luckily for Matt.
Yeah.
But yes, this is now where he needs to charge on. This is where Matt needs to show his real pace. He's got clean air in front of him. He needs to capitalise on this opportunity and to create a gap and hopefully in the future take home the win.
Yeah, one thing about Matt though, he will now be shitting himself. He's not been in this position for a very long time. He's a bit like me. He likes to I think he likes to follow drivers, and it takes him a long time to get tuned in with the track. So, yeah, I think he just needs to just do what he's been doing, really, because he saves a lot of ERS. He's on 92% compared to Jacob's 40 and Death Star's 60. So it's really just giving ERS management, and Death Star's got a pen. That's going to be also some at pistol that Mafia needs to do. Keep it clean on the corner cuts, and Darlow is looking strong as well. He's going 3 tenths this lap.
I think the ERS management is just so... Oh no! We just talked about it.
Do you know what, yeah? No, do you know what?
Corner cutting.
No, it's fine. Because if he wants to fuck up his race, let him do it. I'm never gonna big him up again. What a dickhead, mum.
Well, going down into turn 1 now. Death Star overtaking BLT Jacob. That is not going to be a sight you want to see. I think actually Jacob, I don't think he will mind that. I think he's just looking to toe along here. If he's just looking to use some slipstream to just try and create a gap between himself and Tharlow, it would be quite huge this race. But BLT Jacob, I have seen him go off the track a couple of times. This is not out of the equation yet. Let's not forget this. Imola is a very difficult track to keep your car inside the white lanes. BLT Jacob's already got outside of it quite a couple of times at the start of this race. I am more than sure that he will have a penalty later on this race.
Yeah, he's got a warning and he got an invalid lap time.
Yeah, so I think, although we are saying that Mafia could have fucked this race up there, let's not count him out yet, because obviously it's not a good sign to see that. But people are going to do that in this race. It just will happen. The inevitable will happen. It's just how long can you delay that penalty in the Grand Prix? Yeah,
well, Matt is still...
There we go. Ooh,
Matt is still on the 80-90% mark, and Star is on... Well, he's going to be below 15% now down the straight. So he's really he's really putting in the ERS usage, and Matt is doing the ERS saving. So it's really good. And he used a lot of ERS down that straight though, but he's going to gain it all back now in this first sector. I do love this new ERS management system, Pistol. It's very what's the word?
I personally think it is quite stupid, because I think if you just save up ERS, which you can easily, like, you save up tons behind a person in a Grand Prix, right?
Yeah.
If you just drive behind a person in a Grand Prix and you just wait and wait and wait and wait and wait, you'll just win. You will just wait a whole Grand Prix, and if you just sit behind a person, use ERS like the final few laps, you'll just win the race by a mile, because the person ahead of you cannot use it. It won't save up ERS as much as the person behind. I think in terms of the sorry,
Death Star's made a mistake. That's going to give Mafia a bit of a buffer, and he's made a big mistake on the exit as well. It's all kicking off at the front here. Bloody hell.
Well, Alonso retiring from the session. But like I was saying, it's very difficult for people leading a DRS train to win a race. And I think it's a bit stupid. I think yes, more powerful DRS and ERS will make easier overtaking and stuff. But you got to find a balance, because if you don't, then it's just too overpowered, in my opinion.
Okay, yeah. I'm talking about more the strategic aspects and how you need to save it and
oh yeah. I think
it's good that way.
If somebody's got a better strategy for their ERS and they win it because of that, that's fine.
That's what I mean.
Have a problem with that.
Yeah.
I do have a problem though with if you just sit behind a person, you're pretty much 100% every lap. There's BLT Jacob with the 3-second time penalty. Like I said, everyone's gonna do this. Everyone's gonna get the warnings. Everyone's gonna get their penalties. It's just, can you keep it to 3 seconds?
Well, at the moment,
and can you delay that 3 seconds?
Darlow is really gaining on Jacob. I think those wet tyres now are not the tyres to be on in this Grand Prix, because Darlow is caught quite a lot to the Ferrari, and he is at the moment your race winner because he doesn't have any penalties.
He's not, because it's like 1.8 seconds to Death Star, who's got 2 tenths.
Right,
so but pretty much there is an exact 3-second gap between himself and Mafia right now. And I think the inevitable will happen where we see a battle occur between Jacob and Darlow, which I think later on could damage his race.
Yeah, well, Tharlow just needs to keep it clean. We need to get sleek in here, so if he likes to carry on.
Yeah, but here we go then, going into the last 2 turns of the circuit, as I'm getting a lot of messages on Discord. Sorry.
Death Star's going to be in the slipstream. He's going to use all of that overtake, but he's not going to have the kinetic power, the energy left. And Jake is in the pits. That's going to help Tharlo.
Yeah, it will. And Tharlo is really going to be hoping that he can use these inters to his full effect and try and catch up to these two. I think Kieran Nag's in this as well. I do think right now, Maldi, if Maffeo gets another 3 second or if Death Star gets another 3 second, it will ruin their race. I think that is the fact here. If Maffeo gets another time penalty in this Grand Prix, there is no chance of a win here because the pace in Tier 1 is just so aggressive, especially when it's in the wet. And I think it just won't work out as... Sorry, I'm really missing this. I'm doing a Maffeo here and missing the stuff in T1. As Death Star is right behind Maffeo here and could be overtaken of going down the pit lane straight now.
Yeah, someone's just put in the chat of the stream, Maffeo is P1 WTF. So it's really giving... People are surprised that Maffeo is in P1. And this guy is definitely... I think it might be Crooken watching.
Here we go then, sorry. Kieran Nag and Tharlo going side by side here. This is really going to damage their races. Both of them, they're going to lose a lot of time to the front runners here as they go down into turn 1. Really, Kieran Nag is right behind Tharlo as we go into turn 1 here. Is he going to go for a move into the chicane? He's going to use ERS. He's really looking for an overtake here. Will he send one down the inside? I don't think he will. He shouldn't. And he doesn't. But you look at the time now. 4.5 seconds between Tharlo and Death Star, which is another couple of tenths for Kieran Nag. It's just, that's really damaged their race here.
Defensive pistol. Maffeo is now under pressure from the Alpine.
Yes, and on the grass there, sorry, Death Star was. And, well, it's a real battle between Maffeo and I think this is a battle between Maffeo and himself, really, and Death Star. I think he will be able to keep Death Star at bay, but maybe not. It's on the exit. He's had a fantastic exit there, Death Star, going into the chicane, and Maffeo with a later braking, but will he get any warnings for deep braking into that chicane? No, he won't. Fantastic defending there for Maffeo as he retains.
And that has really brought Tharlo into it. He's getting 8 tenths in that one corner alone. So if they keep battling like this, Pistol, wow. I told you at the start of the race Tharlo could win this. Don't count him out just yet. It's really giving. It's giving underdog. That's what it's giving.
Everyone is really rooting for Maffeo here to really try and come through with the P1.
Fuck Maffeo.
No, I want Maffeo to win this race.
Yeah, you're a fucking knob. Big up Tharlo
as a commentator. Big up Maffeo as a racer.
Oh, Maffeo's nearly fucked it on the exit there.
Oh, Death Star as well. They're having a bit of a wiggle going into that first sector.
Wiggle. Big up Jason Derulo in the place, big up. Fast Callum at the back there, he's the fast lap as well. He's making some progress through the field, but Maffeo, 5 tenths is that gap. Tharlo has lost a bit of time in that first sector.
Yeah, I think this is, like I said earlier, this is the battle between Maffeo and himself. Can he, be resilient and keep on fighting even if he doesn't get another...
Death Star's made an awful mistake there.
Yeah, and he's damaged his race really a lot now. He's lost a lot of time. This is the part where Maffeo really needs to start pushing.
Maffeo, you fuck this, yeah. He fucks this.
This is where you use your ERS as much as you possibly can while still retaining a lot. And also, just making sure you're clean in between the lines. Just really make sure you're not making any mistakes in the lines.
What's mad as well, Pistol, is the penalty will not carry over to this Grand Prix, the one that he got from Japan, because he finished 90% of the Grand Prix, which means he was classified in 11th place.
Kieran Nag has retired from the Grand Prix. It's a virtual safety car.
That is mental. What has gone on there then?
My winner for the I don't know. I quite literally have just I didn't look at all.
What the fuck has gone on? He's gone off the side of the track.
I'm not sure what happened. It went to the left-hand side. Maybe a connection between himself and Tharlo. I'm really sorry I missed that. But something going on there. Kieran Nag retiring from the session. A virtual safety car is now out. The dry line is dry. It's giving dry now. It's giving the track is continuously getting drier as we go on. As Cobalt with a drive-through penalty there. Really poor
Yeah,
mistake.
Cole Bolt's really not been given. I think he's. To be honest, I think he's in ghost mode. I think he's fucking in a like. Really, just not given for him. But yeah, Pistol. So obviously, Matt actually got classified. 90% of the Grand Prix was completed, as Dan has been disqualified. But yeah, 90% of the race was completed, which means the penalty was actually done for Japan. So Matt doesn't have to worry. Mafia doesn't have to worry about any sort of penalty that's going to fuck him over, apart from corner cutting. So this is going to be like me last week. This is the win that Mafia can either get or lose. It's going to be down to his driving, down to his.
This is no more.
Skill.
Well, actually, this is quite funny because, of course, last week, Tharlo was in the party with Mafia as he was racing. Apparently, he was breathing down the mic so
Oh
hard
my
he was
God.
like Darth Vader, and he's got the Death Star behind him. So really, it's the battle of Star Wars for P1 and P2 right now.
It's giving Star Wars. That's
Darth
what it's giving.
Vader, it is. It really is.
It's giving Lost.
The Death Star trying to beat up bloody Darth Vader here now. It's really. This is the battle of the intergalactic wars.
It's really giving. It's really giving. Yeah, and the rain is starting to slow down now. It's starting to ease up a bit. I hope it rains like this in the UK because it's very fucking hot. Yeah, we had a thunderstorm today. That was giving and shut me up.
I tell you what, Maldy. I went to bed, right, and I woke up. I think at 7, sweating my.
Yeah, thank you for that.
And I went downstairs. And I went. Well, you say the same thing, Maldy. I went downstairs and I slept on my couch, downstairs, on the sofa, and honestly, I woke up 2 hours later because I was drenched in sweat again.
Yeah, fucking hell. Our viewers, Pistol, don't want to listen. Remember, Pistol, we got people chatting shit, yeah, about our professionalism, and here's you talking about sweating, sleeping. We're going to get so many comments again. The Bird's got some pace as well, to be fair, just by the way, and Darlow's in the pits.
Another man who's sweating their bollocks off right now is Mafia. He's really trying to push for this victory here. But will that happen?
Darlow's in the pit lane. What's going on here then?
Is it time for the dry tyres? No. He's going on to
Fresh set of
the intermediate tyres. I think it's intermediates till the end of the race. Then I think if there was a chance of the track drying up,
he's going to get really slowed down by Danny. We know how good Danny is good at defending. Late breaking into turn 1, side by side. Jacob's on the curb, side by side. Danny's going to try and hold it on the inside now for the next corner.
Oh no!
Well, you've just done a side effect, haven't you? What are you doing? Look at him.
Still going at it. Oh my word!
And now Jacob's done a side effects. It's all kicking off. Looking at side effects, he ain't doing very good, is he? After his performances last week.
I think if he gets points in Tier 1 in this wet race, I think he'll be happy with it. And right now,
yeah, and Mafia. Oh my fucking god, Mafia is gaining. He's gained 4 tenths on this lap. 1.5 seconds now the gap. Fucking hell.
I think this is the time where you go onto intermediates. If he doesn't go in the pit lane here, I think he might fuck up.
He's in the pits. He's in the pits.
Good decision. That's a really good decision there for Matt, because I thought that was a penalty for Matt there. If I was feeling the pit lane, I was going to be fuming. But Matt, this is the perfect time to pit. You can tell by the track drying up that he's being quicker than Death Star. Tharlo earlier looking for an undercut. He's trying to cut off the undercut and at the same time try to utilise the dry track.
Sleek's in the pits as well.
Fresh tyres. He's got this is perfect position.
I think also Mafia is going to clear Jacob as well. He just needs to be a bit careful on this exit of the pit lane. No, he won't.
Oh no, Jacob is ahead.
That is crucial. However,
even with Jacob battling Daniel like that, he's still ahead of Matt.
However, I wouldn't be too scared if I was Mafio, because he'll know that Jacob boxed very early in this race off the wets, and those inters. Yes, the tyre wear is a lot better this year on the intermediates, but the tyres are going to be a lot more worn than Mafio. So I don't think Mafio's going to have any sort of problems. Although he has lost 2 tenths in one corner, so that might be a problem.
No, we're just being cold at the moment, Maldy. I know. I think that was a corner cut there for about. Can you check his warnings for me, please, Maldy? Just taking a look here. Just really wanting to gauge at whether or not.
Yeah, no warning at that.
No warning. Good.
He's on lap 16, right? Yeah, lap 16. No warning.
Has he got any other warnings from his?
One. So 2 more, and he gets another pen.
Oh my! He's got to be absolutely pissing it and follow with a 3-second time penalty.
Death Star's
really
in the pit lane.
race.
Bird takes the lead of the Imola Grand Prix.
Here we go then, Matt. He's going to come out ahead of Death Star. We know that. We know, or will we? No, we know that.
Yeah.
He's ahead of him quite clearly. Don't know what I was thinking.
It's because
yeah,
the pit lane is quite funny around here, Pistol. I was thinking that because you think that the driver is going to come out like quite close, but he doesn't. It's because the pit lane's longer than you think it is.
Yeah.
Around this track, it's a bit weird, but yeah, Matt is losing time to Jacob.
Yeah, I think. Sorry. Oh, this could be a safety car here, which would be really good for the Bird. No safety car. No, okay. But Matt, of course, his tyres were probably quite cold the last lap, so I think he's really gonna have to push now, warming these tyres up. Really gonna look to get on the pace. And it's now or never ready for Matt.
It's definitely
really now or never.
He's definitely got the pace, but it's just about how worn are Jacob's tyres and how much can Matt save on the ERS and use that to his advantage.
Brushy Pancakes though, overtaking DJ Danny as he's pretty much.
Yeah, he's cleared him there. Fuck it. No.
There we go then, Matt. This is where another 3-second there for Death Star. So really, Matt. I'd say right now, if I'm in Matt's position, I'm so comfortable with this race and how it's going. Yes, of course you got Jacob ahead of you, but right now there's no pressure from the back, which right now I personally would much rather have no pressure from the back than be winning the race and having someone on the line breathing down my neck 24/7.
Yeah, Pistol.
I think
the difference, between Jacob and Matt at this moment, this is what I don't think he's going to be that worried. Jacob obviously cannot go to the end of the Grand Prix on the tyres he's on. We've already seen that. Can only go 15 laps and then you need to come in for a fresh set. Jacob's obviously started on those wet tyres. So do you know what, yeah? Mafio, if you fuck this, I'm being deadly serious now, if he fucks this race, he's going to get violated in the body. So to protect himself later, and not to get dragged by STB Maldi, he needs to make sure that he wins this race, pretty much.
When was the last time do you think he won a race in STB Maldi?
Ages ago, like probably tier 2. Like back in like
Tier
F1, like we're talking like Caesar, like not even in the 20s. We're talking like a good like I'd say like F1 2017 or something, F1 2018. It's been a very long time, or like F1. I can't remember exactly, but it's been like at least 4 games that he hasn't been in this position where he's actually battling for a win.
I am just thinking right now though, the rain is really slowing down, and it could be coming into a factor. It could be the drivers could be thinking right now, is it time for dry tyres? Of course,
that's another thing as well. He can't fuck the strat. If he fucks the strat, his race is done. And Bird is hoping for the rain to stop falling right now, and he's gone off the track. Oh, fucking hell. I think Bird is looking for the rain to stop and for it to be dry tyres for his race to not go tits up.
Matt has got the pace today. He really has. He's 5/10 now behind Jacob. He's really pushing. He's really doing well in this Grand Prix. All eyes are on him. All eyes on me.
Honestly, yeah, Mafio's probably getting more airtime in this race than he's had in the whole of his STB career. It's mental.
This could be the greatest race Matt's ever had. The greatest. So if he messes this up, like I said earlier, Maldi.
He might get it, Pistol. He might get it. He might get the move done right now with his overtake mode.
Is it the overtake for Maffio as he's looking for maybe an inside lane there. Is there going to be any contact? Matt round the outside is going to be a move into turn 1. He's cleared Jacob, and Maffio is leading the Tier 1 Himalayan Grand Prix. This, all eyes on Matt. Can he come home and take the victory?
I cannot believe it.
It's unbelievable, Audi.
I actually cannot believe it. This is the moment of F1 24. This is actually... Do you know what, yeah? Do you know what? Big up, Matt. Big up. My day was going shit, and in the last hour, it has got, like, banging. Maffio is winning the Grand Prix right now. This is mental. This is actually crazy. I cannot fucking believe it. Brushy Pancakes is 5th, and Kieran is actually out of the race. So that's not good for the championship. But it doesn't matter because Maffio is.
I think I just saw Matt cut the corner there, Andy. Can you take a look at his?
Oh God!
Warning to me, please.
Not the corner cut, Maffio. Yes, he did.
Okay.
Did actually get one on lap 16 as well. He did get one on lap 16. So one more warning, and it is game over.
He is racing on eggshells here.
Oh,
he really is.
Know.
This is. I think the rain's almost stopped now. In this, I mean, honestly.
Maffio, focus. Don't cut the corners. Focus.
And oh, Jacob, 3 seconds. This is the moment, surely for Matt. He's just saw it. Jacob's gone off wide. I saw it on my camera. He's gone off wide. Matt, this is the opportunity of a lifetime.
Matt's got the advantage now. Matt's got the advantage. Matt has got the advantage in this race, but it could all come back to Jacob because Matt only needs one more warning for a penalty. This is mental.
This is unbelievable. This could go down as one of the greatest races we have witnessed in STB history, Maldy.
Well, not the best in STB history. I'm not going to lie to you.
The return of Maffio.
The return of Maffio at Imola as well.
Exactly.
He does love this track. He does love this track.
That's our 3 seconds. I mean, the 3 seconds are literally everywhere. Callum hasn't got 3 seconds, but despite that, he's 8th and he's 16 seconds behind.
See a dry line for him, and Jacob's made a mistake on that corner. That's going to gain Maffio some time.
It's been forming for a while. It really has been. It's been forming for a while. Matt he needs to be careful. I really am singing my praises here of Matt. He's done everything right so far.
I'm actually shitting myself for him.
He's done everything right in this Grand Prix, Maldy, so far. Of course, the warnings and whatnot, but like everyone's going to get those. Like I said earlier, everyone's going to get the penalties in this Grand Prix, and almost literally everyone in this Grand Prix has gotten penalties. So really, as DJ Danny overtakes side, this is probably the best you can do in the Grand Prix for Imola in the wet. Like that, genuinely, this is the best you could probably do. And Matt is showcasing this, and he really needs to put pedal to the metal here. But he's made a big mistake there, Matt. You do not want to do that, you naughty boy. You do not want to do that. As he goes into the right hand up. Who knows, maybe he's even done, you know, a bit of race practice on the wet.
Yeah, because he's got some insane pace.
And he's slipping and sliding there into the chicane. Sorry, what were we saying, Maddie?
He's got some mad pace, and his ERS management is fucking amazing.
Yeah, it really is. It truly is. And Matt's given. He just needs to make sure he doesn't spin.
Fucking hell.
I think we all share a bit of worry for Matt here. Like this is really. I mean, of course, we're kind of glazing in him here, but like, either way, it would just be an absolute delight to watch him win a race.
Yeah, fucking hell, no, because he's going to be talking the pie after.
Shut up, Marty. Here we go. The bird on Brushy Pancakes on the inside, going into turn 1. Up the inside goes the bird, even hits Brushy Pancakes a little bit there, going into turn 1 and going onto the exit here of this left-hander. He goes ahead and goes into the next turn, leading him, and DJ Danny and Side Effects also having a battle here. Side Effects, I think, has gone onto the grass. He's in the gravel. That will be DJ Danny comfortably in P9. And whilst we're obviously we're happy from that right now, this race is not comfortable for him.
Yeah, he's lost a bit of time in that second sector.
He will feel comfortable, and rightly so. He's in a great position to win here, but he shouldn't feel too comfortable, because then what starts happening is you start to think this is a win. I've wrapped this up already, but you still have to go through a couple of turns, a couple of moments as Danny is round. And,
there comes off the track.
Danny. Side effects and Danny really going at it here. Tharley, a few seconds. Yeah, this is literally, you can't mess this up, Matt. You really can't. Even if you get another 3 seconds, you're still leading Jacob by a fair bit. And Matt was talking about Slazer in Tier 3 Saudi Arabia, and he was talking about how it was half given to him, almost his win. Here today, Matt, if he wins this race, of course it's not over yet. If he wins this race, he's earned 100% of it. He's earned it. He really has.
Someone,
of course, there's been mistakes by other drivers getting 3-second time penalties. But Matt, truly, honestly, is in everything he can possibly do right in this Grand Prix. He just needs to capitalise on it and take the win.
Pistol, someone in the comments, someone has put Mafio is cooking and it's a virtual safety car.
Matt will be happy to see that it's just a virtual. He would have been shitting himself if that was an actual safety car. I'll take that for free. I think it'll be fine. They just need to make sure it doesn't speed, otherwise they get a fucking drive-through.
Yeah, yeah.
He gets a drive-through. That would be actually kind of funny. I would laugh. But just Mafia. We've been talking about him so much to win a Grand Prix, and he just gets a drive-through penalty.
Okay, well, for some reason he's using overtake under virtual. That's interesting.
And we're back racing. Matt with no drive-through. Although he is a little bit wibbly-wobbly on the exits, and Jacob's in. Jacob is in, and he gets a 10-second time. Yes,
this is Matt's win. This is Matt's win.
This is Matt's win. He just has to hold up for 7 laps. He has to be so comfortable right now. This is like to be fair, in Tier 3, I don't think I've been comfortable in a race. The only time I said I was comfortable, and I share kind of what Matt's probably feeling right now, is in Bahrain before the safety car near the end, where I was, I think, a couple of seconds ahead of JMO, and we were 5 seconds ahead of people in P3 and P4. So that's where I thought, okay, comfortable, this should be a win here. But obviously, safety car comes out, and it was very close till the line.
Pistol. I did say though, as Bushy Pancakes is in the gravel trap, I did say though, Pistol, that the tyres would not go to the end because we seen Mafio and all the others box around lap 15 and 16. Jacob's got another penalty. This is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
The breathing that Matthew's going to be doing right now, it is going to be next level. You'd think that he needed some like fucking, what you call it, like some like life support machine or something. It is going to be giving. It's going to be giving. It's going to be giving. And someone's put Jacob bottled right there. Like 26 of the Imola Grand Prix, and it is absolutely fucking mental what I'm seeing right now.
I think right now it's obvious that it's very good to see people, you know, a Matt winning and stuff. But I think it's important to highlight as well, BLT Jacob, if he didn't go onto those wets at the start of this race, I think it would have been much different. Sorry, I think it would have been much different, the outcome of this race. And I think Jacob would probably be battling side by side right now with Matt for P1 in the exact same circumstances.
Matt is gaining. Matt is fucking gaining. Matt is fucking. What is going on? I've never seen this in my life. What's this? The guy that took me out in his first 2 races at Japan and Malaysia is going to come. He's actually on for the win. I can't believe it. The guy that cried for 40 days or 40 nights about the Bahrain pit lane rules. And he's going to fucking come through and do this. I can't believe it. I beg you lags out. I'm joking. No, this is mental though. What a race. And to be...
sorry for the pause, guys.
And also, Pistol as well, Death Star has got 15 seconds.
Yeah. So this is really... I'm going to say that many times. Yeah. You're so comfortable. You're so comfortable right
This
now.
is mental.
You're cruising. Like I've been in many positions like Matt. I mean, obviously, like I haven't raced in tier 1, so
Oh shit.
and I'm gonna win it. So obviously, I
Delete.
don't share what.
Bloody hell, he's crashed it. Oh, I fucking shut myself. Carry on, Pistol. Sorry.
Obviously, I don't share what would probably go through his head right now in tier 1. Of course, stakes are, ramped up much higher. It's a much more quicker tier. But I do kind of feel like I can say that I've won a couple of races where it's been comfortable and like, this right now you just in a zone and you're not thinking, you're just driving, and you're like you're just high on the fact that you're gonna win a race. Really, that's the best way I describe it.
I actually can't fucking believe it. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Like right now, Matt's probably not thinking too much. He's just thinking to himself, just drive. The only thing that I'd say, because sometimes I do that so much in a race where I even go, oh shit, yeah, I've got 2 warnings. I need to be careful of penalties. Matt will not be thinking of his penalties right now because there's no need to think of penalties. He will just be driving, and he'll think it's just another little Grand Prix mode that he's doing right now where he's winning against the AI. That's what he's doing right now.
This is mental.
And he'll come through and hopefully win the Grand Prix.
Jacob has made a mistake. Yeah, he's had a fucking shocker. He's had an absolute shocker since the pit lane. And Danny's on a set of mediums. That's interesting.
My word. It's like bloody Leicester City winning the Premier League, this.
No, literally. This is mental. And the gap between 7 seconds. It's not even like Matt has got this like hand on the plate. He generally had pace in this Grand Prix. This is mental.
No, this has been Matt is, you can tell Matt's proper practice with this, and it's paid off for him. It really has, and I do feel happy for the lad. Just hope so that he can just.
I just hope that no one fucks this for him. I'm not going to lie to you. I really hope no one fucks this race for him, in terms of like crashing out or whatever.
If it goes to lap 30 and it's still his position, Maldy, he's won the race. I will say right now, he's won the race, unless he finds just a way to spin.
I can't fucking believe it.
Do something stupid. But yet again, I don't think he's going to spin because he's not under any pressure. He'll just be thinking to himself, he's high on the fact he's going to win a race. He's just going to be thinking to himself, just drive. And he'll drive and he'll win. Unbelievable stuff.
Lap 29 of the Grand Prix. Fucking hell, I don't actually believe what I'm seeing. It's not real, surely. It can't be real. No, this isn't real.
God. Big old Matty boy.
Carlo's in the pit, man.
Yeah, I think also you got to say right now, it's a safety car. It's a full-on safety car, but not to fear. This is actually good for. This is good for Matt.
God.
Oi, this is good for Matt in a way because what's going to happen now is Matt's going to go into the pit lane. He's going to put on new tyres, and he hasn't got to worry at all about the penalties. The only guy that's got 3 seconds behind him is Brushy Pancakes, and he's in blooming 6th.
Oh my God.
He's not worrying right now. Still, he'll be under pressure now. He'll be thinking a lot more about his warnings and stuff. But I guarantee you, sleep drive through, what an idiot. I guarantee you, Matt goes into the pit lane right now. He gets on a new batch of tyres. He won't care. He'll win anyways. He'll be fine.
This is mental.
This
is crazy.
Mental, bruv.
Penalties: 15, 9 seconds for Bird, 6 for Tharlo, 3 for Brushy. Callum has none.
I mean, Callum, it would be an absolute.
Yeah, I can't see Callum winning this. Mafio, goes on the pit lane. Nice. Keep it slow, Matt. Fuck me. Keep it slow. Oh, fucking hell, bruv. What tyre are you going to go on? Don't fuck the strat up, Matt.
Yeah, Death Star's in the pit lane. He's on the inters.
Fuck me. Hallelujah.
And look, even if he gets this wrong and it's soft tyres until the end, it doesn't matter anyways because of the penalties. So. Unless he spins. That's the only way where I can see Matt not winning this race. Unless he spins. If he doesn't spin, he'll win. Don't spin, you win. You don't spin, you win. You don't spin, you win. You don't spin, you win.
Fucking hell!
Fucking hell, Matt! Bruh. Fuck
He
it
has
out,
overtaken. He has nearly overtaken the safety car. Oh my fucking god! Did you catch that on stream?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my god!
That right there, Marty. That right there is the highness coming into play. That's what's happened there. He's not even thought about it. He's just like, oh, fucking shit! I'm right behind it. I'm overtaking the car. Now he's woken up. If he wasn't woken up by the fact there's a safety car, he's woken up now. He really has.
It has stopped raining, I think. It has stopped raining and Dolo's on the softs.
Oh, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. It won't matter. It is definitely a dry circuit. It is a dry circuit.
Oh no.
But like I said earlier, even if you're on the softs right now, you can't, and if you're Tharlo, you're not gonna catch up to Matt. Well, you actually might, because of the safety car, but you might not even catch up to Matt because you're 30 seconds behind right now, and the safety car will be probably in this lap. And then on top of that, you got what? You got
Oh,
six,
okay,
yeah.
okay,
You got 6
okay,
seconds. You'll be
then.
fine.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay, that's fine then. I did really shit
fast,
myself, but it is going to be
there.
a 3-car safety car restart. What's Bird doing? You can't do that.
Overtaken on the safety car.
You can't do that.
You can't do that. You can't do
No,
that.
you generally can't do that. What's he doing? You can't do that.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
You can't do that. Anyway, Matt, what are you doing?
Here we go then.
Not Matt, sorry,
Restart
Bird. What's he doing? What's he? You can't do that. You can't do that.
A go.
That's
we
a
restart
penalty.
here. Maffio in P1. Death Star here in P2. Maybe could he just get a little bit of a run down into turn 1? Would he look for an overtaker into turn 1? He's going to use his ERS. He's going to go for the outside lane. Is Matt going to protect that inside lane? Is there going to be any contact going into turn 1? He has to be careful here, Matt. Has to be careful here. Cuts the corner. Okay, dokie. He might get a bit of a penalty for that. Might be 5 seconds there. In which any case, it's 8 seconds for him now, Matt. If it's 8 seconds for him now, he will still win the race because the Bird will be a
fair
second
though, Matt.
penalties.
To be fair,
So
I don't think Maffio did anything. I'm not going to lie. I think he'll be safe.
To be fair, no. To be fair to Death Star, he did push him off a little bit going into turn 1. So he was forced to cut a corner there. If I'm being honest with you. So I think Matt didn't leave much room going into turn 2, and that was his fault. But here we go. Do not make any mistake here, Matt. Really, do not make any mistake here.
Fucking hell.
Really, this is nerve-wracking. This is what we've been here for. This is the STB Racing League in a bloody nutshell. I tell you what, he thinks it's safe. He thinks it's all good and dandy. But I tell you what, Matt. Oh my god, I tell you what, Matt. If he gets a penalty now on the last lap,
does that mean he's going to be fucked?
Gets a penalty. That pretty much.
Bird's on the inside! Oh my god!
The Bird is doing everything he can to win this race. Maffio has been good the entire race. He's done nothing wrong, except for maybe pushing off Death Star there. Will the Bird get a run down into turn 1?
Bird's not
That
got the
is the question. It's all good then. Matt is all good. Into turn 1. This dive on the inside from the Bird. No, my word! The Bird is the Bird trying to kill him really into turn 1. But my word, everything has gone right for, well, not gone right for Matt, but everything Matt's done he's been right. I'm like a broken record. I'm saying the same stuff, but it's true. Everything he's done right. The Bird is diving for his life to try and get try and get the inside and overtake him right now. Because he knows that if he's a second ahead of Matt, and if he gets that 5 second time penalty, he wins the race. Here we go then, over to the left hand side. The last lap. Is it the lap that will secure the victory for Maffio? If he doesn't get another warning, he'll be fine and dandy. Going into this right hander here, onto the exit, needs to be careful. Into the chicane. Is he going to mess it up here? This is the turn. Do or die for Matt. Needs to be careful. Needs to be careful. He has been onto the exit, into the last 2 turns. Maffio in the Aston Martin, blazing through for P1, going down into the last 2 turns. The last 2 turns out of 32 laps. Into the left-hander. Does he go wide? No, he doesn't. Into the left one. Maffio's done everything right. Round the last turn. It is STB Maffio, King of Imola. Unbelievable. Maffio returns to the top spot here in Tier 1 and comes around the last turn to take 25 points for Aston Martin. A long years of drought has finally come to an end. Matt is a Grand Prix winner in Tier 1. Unbelievable, Maldy.
I can't believe it.
It's unbelievable.
Rushy Pancakes P5 in the end. Callum's going to come through as well. Then you've got the guys at the back here just trying to get the race done. But STB Mafio, as DRS is enabled on the final lap, well, lap 33 of the race, which doesn't even exist. Mafio is the race winner, Pistol, of the Imola Grand Prix. I can't fucking believe what I've just seen. That is mental.
And clearly, as you can see, even if he does get that 5-second time penalty, he still wins the race by 1.5 seconds, Matt. So, this is a confirmed, certified win for Matt, unless something's happened. This is a win for Matt. I will invite him to the party. STB Mafio. Can you believe it? Oh, honestly, unbelievable. Look at him on the top spot. A man who's on top of the world right now. Unbelievable. Mafio joins the party, and it's not to breathe like Darth Vader. It's to get an interview, which he hasn't had for a while. There you go. There's the final stuff. Matt P1, unbelievable race from him. The Bird P2, Deathstar P3, Thyla P4, Brushy Pancakes P5, and so on and so forth. Unbelievable race. I'll invite Deathstar, see if he wants to join. My oh my, what a race. And we're here with the race winner, Mafio. Have you included your audio?
I have.
STB Mafio. What a race. Your first time back at the top spot of any race for years. Can you sum up your race here tonight here in Tier 1?
Well, first of all, I think you forgot that I won Tier 2 Singapore last season. So just going to put that there. And second of all, I think this is my first ever victory in
Don't
the
get
top
cocky.
tier
Calm down.
or the single tier. So that's already a great achievement. It's been 7 years and it's actually finally happened. It's actually ridiculous. But yeah, it was difficult because I didn't even have my engineer for half the race. It glitched out and he was stuck on whatever you were saying last time. So I couldn't even use Jeff. So I went to intermediates thinking, I don't know when it's going to stop raining. Suddenly it stopped raining on the last lap. But luckily, the safety car came in on to second to last lap, not the last lap. So it didn't give people to catch up. So that was great. But yeah, I guess I just took the lead and then I just controlled the pace, really. Yeah, that's really it.
Yeah, absolutely. Mafio, unbelievable. Well done for your first ever win here in Tier 1. Unbelievable result for you, and you enjoy your night, mate. But
Thank you.
Deathstar as well, didn't have an awful race by any means. Getting a P3 here in STB Tier 1 is quite a feat. Deathstar, how do you feel like your race has been today? Yeah. Absolutely. Well done to you on your P3 there, Deathstar. And with that, that is the end of Tier 1 Imola. Thank you all for coming to watch truly a fantastic race. You can join us tomorrow for Tier 2, where they'll be battling it out for P1. Sorry, in Imola?
Yeah, Imola tomorrow. Yeah. Tier 3 on Wednesday, where I will be fucking up again, and then next week is round 6 of the season. We return to the Temple of Speed for the double header of Italy, where we go to Monza next week. So if you're only a Tier 1 fan, you can join us next week for the Italian Grand Prix at Monza.
And with that, thank you for watching, and good night.